I really fucking love snacks.
Hello and welcome to Snack Time. I'm your host, Lindsay Adams, and here's our guest today, Sam Wiles.
Hey.
Hey,
What's up?
it's Sam Wiles. Sam, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad to have you here as my guest and find out if you're mad at me. You know,
Have you ever said anything that didn't sound sarcastic?
No, actually, I
I'm
haven't.
so
And
glad that you're here. It's great. I
I
love it.
literally have never been more enthusiastic, which is why I'm finishing my mascara.
This is being broadcast. You're still doing this now.
Yeah. Well, you
Good.
got to get it where you live it. So I don't know what that phrase means, but
Absolutely nothing.
oh no, I'm
Congrats.
gonna smear my mascara. Okay. All right. It's an emergency. Let's
What a
get rid of this
professional intro.
mirror. It is a professional intro. You know what? The joy of the 3 people that listen to this podcast and why they love me and dream about me at night is because I'm so real. And you know what's more nothing is more real than putting your mascara on camera. There's nobody on the internet that puts their mascara on camera. Nobody.
I would bet they dream about your night because you have the attitude of like a neglectful stepmom, and they find it soothing.
Perhaps.
Just like rushed, not into what you're up to.
Hey, how was school? Anyway,
Who
we
cares?
are stopping
And there's like
for
3
me.
perverts who need to hear that still.
Okay, great. I'm wow. Jones, thank you for watching and choosing snack time over whatever unimportant thing I'm sure was on another channel. Sam, do you aware how to see the chat on this app?
I'm not. How do I?
Okay, you
Under
just
show
show
chat.
chat. Yeah. And that way you can see exactly. Jones is amazing, chose a different show.
Hey, look at
Laura,
that.
hello. Hi. Thank you so much for watching. Wow. Just so grateful to have all of you here with me today.
Again, so sarcastic.
Again, not sarcastic.
Lindsay, I
I'm
dare you
gonna
to say something and sound like you mean it. Just try your best.
I love
Fake.
you.
Fakest thing I've ever heard.
I love it. Can I be honest? I sound sarcastic because I don't know what I'm going to say. And so that's me thinking about
That's
what
your
I'm
stalling
saying.
technique.
That's why people are like, somebody commented on one of Irene's videos once, Irene Walton, not to drop the name of someone
We
everyone
both
loves.
know.
Yeah. No, on one of Irene's videos, someone commented, "Normally I don't like when people drag out their words, but I kind of like you." And I was like, "Interesting. Interesting point you have there, 15-year-old." Um yeah, see, Laura knows Irene. She's delightful. Everyone loves her. I have 2 drinks with me today, obviously both non-alcoholic, but I will say recently I tried vaping again. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Oh, is this podcast for pervs? You're doing a lot of sound stuff. Ew.
You know what? I don't really know what the demographic is, but I do know that I burp and open a lot of cans.
Oh, it's for sure creeps.
And when I say cans, I mean I open my can.
Already
Okay,
full of
wait.
regret.
I know. Okay, and then I have this, Sam. Look at this. Jelly Belly seltzer, sparkling water. It's not sweetened.
I can
Have
get
you
into
seen
that.
this?
That looks like my kind of thing.
Yeah, it's at Sprouts.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Gross.
Oh my god, this tastes like chapstick, but not as sweet.
What a hard sell. This tastes like not a drink or a food.
Joan says Lindsay is gross. That's the demo. Okay, well, I think that's actually fair. What have I been toying with vaping again, you ask? Oh, nothing. Just a little nicotine that's made me sick to my stomach, and I should not be doing that, and nobody should because it's bad. Um, I was listening to an episode where she was chewing, almost threw up at work. I wish she fucking would throw up at work. I wish you'd throw up right away. I wish you would throw up in your own mouth, which is
I
where
think
you do throw
I
up
think
to
everyone.
start.
I think all the dudes listening wish you would throw up into the microphone. That's their. That would be their Super Bowl.
Okay. Everybody say hi to Sugar Bear. Did you hear that?
This is chaos.
Okay, anyway, actually, you know what? Nick watched this once and was like, Sugar Bear's distracting. And I was like, I'll never forget this. Um, okay, let's get to it. I feel like you've distracted me enough.
Let's get to what?
Let's get to the podcast,
What are
Sam.
we
We have a
getting to?
topic to discuss. Okay, Sam has a podcast called Fight Island, by the way, that is very structured. He does it with another comedian named Jordan Doll, and I didn't forget his last name, even though it seemed like it. I didn't, Jordan. Um, okay. Um, and it's very stupid, so don't listen to it.
It always for 10 minutes it seemed like there's someone off camera holding a gun on you, making you do this.
It's true. Uh, wow, I actually like that concept for a podcast. That's actually, or like, can we pitch that as a reality show? Someone has to do stand up with a gun to their back.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
good
just
one.
yeah. Everyone do stand up like Lindsay.
It's just
Great.
it's
Very
okay.
smart.
Okay. All right. Sam, do you have a good week? Do you have a good afternoon? A good
Uh,
day?
yeah, it's fine. I got a cold, which is like a perverse thing to have happen post COVID. Is you like feel like a
Mm.
criminal. Like if
Did
you
you
cough and
panic?
sneeze, if you like cough and sneeze, but it's not like COVID, obviously, you just feel like an
Sure.
asshole. Yeah, you feel like I don't know. It feels like you are wearing like a ski mask in a bank, but it's like just because
Yeah.
you're cold. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like
No, for sure.
it's like I know what this looks like. I just swear, like this is just what I wear. This is like I'm not trying to do anything. You know what I mean?
When I left Florida last week and I was getting on the plane, I left my mom at the airport and started crying, and I had my mask on, and I sat down next to these people with face shields on, and I was sniffling, and like my eyes were watering, and I just kept being like, and I was like, "I'm crying, I don't have COVID." I was like, "I'm vaxxed," and they, like, truly were so freaked out.
Oh, I got like yelled at by a lady. We got on like a very chaotic flight from Phoenix to LA, and it was
Yeah.
all like leather skinned, like terrifying libertarian parents, and just like hooting and hollering, and like they were
Libertarian.
hammered, and nobody's like keeping their mask on. Like everyone's like mask is falling
Yeah.
down, and then there's one very scared Burbank woman who is sitting in front of me, and I'm not doing anything. We just have like a normal short flight, but everyone
Right.
around me is like losing their minds and like being so gross and like hacking and like vaping and stuff. And at the end of the flight, the lady turns around to me, and these are like it's all like weird like wine moms around me, like coughing, like make it like being very gross. And the lady
Right.
turns to me and like screams at me for getting on the flight sick and stuff. And I didn't have a response. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like I clearly don't have like a woman's cough. Do you know what I mean?
I
I
think
wasn't I
you
wasn't
seem the
simulating this
less
woman's cough.
likely you seem the
Yeah.
less likely to punch her in the face.
And she needed to yell at somebody, so I don't know
Right.
if it was it probably I mean safe. One of those ladies would have killed her.
Yeah. So I
We've
feel
lost
like
all
she
decorum. Like it's all out the window because like
Oh my god.
it's regular people and maniac apes, and So then the regular people are like, I guess I'd take it out on you, because if I took it out on them, they'd rip my face off or kill me or something. So then
Oh
we're all
my
just gonna kill
God.
each other.
No, 100%. It's like, and also just like I had never flown. I hadn't flown since the pandemic. And so on my flight there, my flight left at I think like 8 o'clock or something.
Mhm.
And I was at the airport at 7:30 and people were getting shit bombed in
Yeah,
the airport. Like absolute I'm not talking like normally I
yeah,
see people sipping a beer or like having like a cocktail.
yeah,
People were like having margaritas and
yeah.
like cosmopolitans.
Gloves off. Like it's insane now.
It,
It's
it's truly insane.
every
Um
movie is sold out. Every restaurant
is
has a
it?
line around the corner. Every um yeah, everything you want to go try to do is everyone is doing. And it's going to be a
Ugh.
weird second period of like, well, I would like to go do things again, but I can't possibly because I'm not going to like bring a gun.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm supposed to go eat dinner tonight with Steph and Ever, and we're going to El Cid, and that was the only place we could get a
Yeah,
reservation. So for 8:30.
Jesus.
8:30. And
Yeah.
I have a feeling there's going to be a comedy show and we're going to have to all kill ourselves.
Oh yeah, but that actually is the nice part, is that every comedy show like fills up. Like we're doing a backyard show. Like the weekly show I used to have is doing a backyard show, and we had 30 spots and they filled up in 10 minutes of just people emailing the Instagram. So
Oh
I
wow,
think
that's
that's like the
cool.
advantage, is if you host something, people are gonna have to go to it.
Are you sure it isn't because one of the co-hosts
Oh, got very
is
famous.
Are you sure it isn't because one of the co-hosts is best friends with a bunch of people who love hearing him do a Trump impression? Wouldn't it be so funny? I'm obviously better friends with you, but how funny would it be if I was like, I'm actually just gonna have I'm gonna have
You're
James
better
on
friends with the
before you.
two other co-hosts. You're not
Well,
even.
yeah, but I'll definitely have James on before either of you.
If you can get him, good
Oh
luck.
God.
He's not.
Um
He's not
no.
doing the podcast that opens with you doing your makeup. He's a
It's
professional.
so embarrassing that to make fun. I'm at the point now where I'm making fun of friends that get famous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's like
Oh,
where I'm.
cool. Oh, you don't have to work at an office anymore. Nice.
Oh, what do you have a life? Oh, your dreams finally came true after years of us supporting your dreams,
You
telling
wake
you
up
you were
anytime
gonna.
you want. Oh, good for you, little baby.
Oh wow,
I have
you.
a structured lunch break.
What did you buy land? Fuck you. Would you get property? I hate you.
I was thinking
Um,
about people like I do not. I now glaze over though when people talk about houses, because everyone my
yeah,
age who like is talking like is buying like land or buying a house, they're buying it in like everyone in LA is buying a house in like the like 50 miles away or like
like
the
in
desert or something.
Encino.
And I keep being like, oh, that's not like, but then you live in Encino, and they're all like, what do you mean? Like, and I'm just like, no, that's like you don't live at you moved away. And they're like, I didn't move away. I still live in LA. I live in the
They're like,
2-hour radius of LA. Like
yeah, what are you talking about? I live in like a dumpster's backyard. So what? I live on
that's
the
why I'm
side
fascinated
of
with
the highway.
that's why I'm fascinated with TikTok, is that you get to see everyone that bought this like insane house you hear of, this
Ugh.
like mansion that's $300,000, and then
Yeah.
you'll like look in their bio and they're like, and we are in Norman, Oklahoma, and you're
Oh
like, oh, well,
yeah.
that's the trade off. That makes total sense. Like I'm good on not doing that.
No, you know what? I grew up in an area that is like fairly, it's like, it's pretty, it's like got a range, but it's got some like huge McMansions. Like
Mhm.
everybody, like houses where I grew up would go for millions in Los Angeles. Like
Nice.
like stupid big. And now I realize like I go on Zillow in comparison and they're like
Why are
200.
you doing this? You're not. You're not gonna
Because
move
I'm
to New Jersey.
curious, because I could buy a farm
Who
I could buy a
cares?
farm with
Then you have to
3
live on a
houses
farm in
on
New
it.
Jersey. Yeah.
A farm with 3 houses on it
Then go do it. Go do it. What are you
for the
doing? Go
cost
do
of
it.
a bungalow in Silver
Yeah, who
Lake.
cares? Who cares? You know why that rules? It's because it's in Silver Lake. That's why
Oh
it's
my
cost that much, because it's
god.
better.
I just can't, and I'm like, "Oh my god, all my friends' parents weren't rich." I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no concept of
Go live
money.
in a bunch of space in New Jersey and then just sit. And
No.
just go, I don't okay. Now I'm gonna go sit at the island.
No.
Now I'm gonna go sit at the coffee
No.
table. Now
My
I'm gonna go
mom
sit in the
asked
kitchen.
at one point, she was like, "Would you and Nick wanna live in the house if I was gonna go to Florida for a while?" And I was like, "Mom," and she goes, I know. I just
I mean, she's not wrong. You're the psycho looking at Zillow to like torture yourself though.
I know. Jones, don't encourage me to get the houses. I bet everybody could afford houses
Would
wherever
it be funny if you had a snack podcast, but the real purpose was to get you to quit? Is that everyone just goes,
I
Lindsay,
would.
just quit.
Just quit. Well, there's like some people I want everyone to leave LA. I get anxiety when I hear people are coming back
Mhm.
because I don't think they should. And people are starting stand-up comedy.
That's insane. Yeah. That's
People
wild.
are
Is that
starting. I've gotten messages from people I've known for years that are like, "Hey, I was really I decided I really want to throw myself into stand-up comedy. Do you have any advice?" And I was like, "Don't do it."
yeah, that's
Especially
the
not
right
in
answer.
my city.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm not desperate? My
Well, it's
rep just
also
dropped me.
I mean, like, if you're 40 and you are gonna start, it's like start in Kansas City. Go start where there's like no one doing it,
Yeah,
and you can be the person who does it. Like, why are you ramping it up to 1,000 immediately? But it does seem like
mm,
everybody did that. Like every show now is run by like a 23-year-old kid who graduated college in the pandemic and like doesn't know about regular life, or somebody like 45 or whatever.
yeah, and I'm
And it's
desperate
like,
to
yeah,
earn
this is
their
my second
respect.
life. Yeah, like
Yeah,
post divorce. It's
exactly.
as a real post divorce, get your groove back thing.
Joan says it's the Lindsay complex. It's actually all the comedians feel that way, all of them except for them. It's not just me. Where is the ideal location to get into comedy? Laura asks.
Oh, like a
Is there
mid-sized
one?
city. That's like an easy thing to answer.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
yeah, go to
started
Charlotte.
I started in Chicago. Sam started in San Diego.
Mhm.
And I thought Chicago was a great place to start. I
It
didn't
is.
realize how good I had it.
Chicago like is on, but Chicago even has its own like hierarchy. I think like the fun place to start is like go to like a Minneapolis where there's like you can
Yes.
start your own show, and that show could maybe be the best show. And then when people come to town, they'll like famous comics will like do your show because it's the
Yeah.
good one of three. And it's a big enough
Yeah.
city though where people will come and you'll like get to do stuff.
Yeah, I think the thing about Chicago that threw me a little bit was that I learned to care too much about the approval of my peers rather than like getting like the approval of like or like what I thought was funny or what the audience thought was funny because I was like the hierarchy there kind of like had no stakes.
Mhm.
So you were really just trying to earn people's respect.
Yeah, it just has its own stakes.
Yeah.
There's no and especially like the smaller city you get, the more almost vicious that scene can be. Like it'll get very infighty because it's like the few positions of achievement are like very small, and
Right. Everybody was
and that
like,
becomes very
"We're gonna get
important.
the industry to come to Chicago," kinda like they're doing with Austin, and it's
Yeah,
like, I don't know, I'm really curious to see how Austin goes
yeah,
because
it'll be
people are
weird.
flying out there, but I'm also like, "No,
Well, and everyone I know that went to Austin from LA is like
an
not
idiot."
not super smart, but also like giving up their state health insurance to like go to
Yeah,
Texas, where like
they're
if you're
literally
if you're
trying to
trying to go to
live
the doctor poor, they'll shoot you. Like in LA, it's like, oh, I'm poor, I can get on Medi-Cal. In Texas, they're just like, I don't. If you try to talk to the doctor, like you'll be executed.
Yeah. No, and if you're a woman now getting an abortion, good luck.
Yeah, maybe that's not a plus. yeah,
Yeah,
you can do your stand up that isn't
your little
PC or
stand
whatever.
up. All the female comics end up pregnant.
Yeah,
Uh,
from the
all-
dumbest guys alive.
it actually just ends up being like an actual feminist revolution of female stand-up comedians doing comedy
Joe
pregnant.
Rogan's like, whoops.
I know exactly. Hi, welcome. Fighting. Did I say that right? Wow. I really shy away from
Fighting? Oh, I see it now.
Oh
I
my
just saw it on
God.
the
Oh, I get it. Oh my God. You tricky bitch. You tricky little Twitch bitches. Okay, we have to get into this because I have dinner plans.
Yeah, the pervs are logging off.
Yeah, fighting.
not-
I get it. I get it. I get it. Fighting. Fight. Okay, we're done. Okay, so I asked Sam what his favorite childhood snack was, and he said Skors bars, the chocolate bars, which you did get. I actually was there you go. I was wondering if they still sold them.
Yeah, they're in every 7-Eleven. They're very available. And I think it's because it's the official candy bar of men having an affair, I think. Look how
How long did
discreet.
it
Look how discreetly it's packaged. Why is it so discreet? Why is it dark brown with a royal font? That's not fun at all.
How long did it take you to come up with that
I've
tag?
thought it for years.
Oh, okay. You've had that in your back pocket.
But it's obvious, right? You're like, why is it a secret? Why are you trying to hide a candy bar?
Well, it is very modest.
It'd be like if the M&M's mascots were just two men. You know what I mean? Like a guy in a red shirt and a guy in a yellow shirt.
Yes, collared shirts. Do you still get them?
I don't eat a ton of candy, but when I do get a Skors bar.
Don't cover your mouth. Not on this podcast.
I didn't sign off on all the sickos.
You want to let them see right into your mouth, Sam. Oh my God, your milk. That's right. We've got to talk about your milk problem. Wow. Yeah. Do you
this is
still
gonna be your
drink
most popular
milk
podcast
like that?
because it's gonna be pervs.
Yeah. Whoa.
Love
you
it.
drink jug juice. Get it? Ew, have you ever heard someone call milk jug juice? You're fucking gross, Jones. Don't call me fucking gross. Jug juice. Do you remember that show Bug Juice?
Yes.
Good
avenue.
Man. Fuck, this isn't going to make any sense if someone listens to it.
Not at all.
Okay, so you're a milk drinker, which is so odd. I don't think I know anyone.
I'm very Midwestern. It's a very Midwestern thing, but my dad's dad ran a cheese factory, and my dad's grandparents ran dairy farms, and then my mom's dad had a cattle ranch. So everybody just very meats and cheeses. It's an extraordinarily Midwestern thing.
Interesting. My great grandfather was a milkman.
There you go. That's some part of the process.
Yeah, that's so okay. So it's did you grow up drinking fresh milk? Is that a thing?
No one does that. Everything is owned by Monsanto, and there's no person that is involved in the process. It's just psychopaths and machines. Yeah, it's very Blade Runner. But
so fighting says, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, gross.
Fighting says there's a project where people collected milk from lactating women to make cheese. There was a place in New York that sold breast milk ice cream, and I did want to try it because I heard breast milk is sweet. And
that's the kind of sober shit that I think it's more harmful that you're doing than than drugs. Just eat drugs again. You don't have to eat the breast milk ice cream.
You brought up milk, and now we're going to talk about lactating. And I will say this. Have you ever heard my bit about when I went on antipsychotics and it made me lactate?
I think you just told me that in life. I don't think I've heard the
Oh,
bit.
okay. When I was in college, I had to go on these antipsychotics temporarily because I was having panic attacks, and it was not the right medication, and it made me, like, artificially lactate, and I lost my mind. I didn't know what was happening, and then I was like then at the time, I was, like, single. Was I single? I don't know, but I kept whipping my titty out and squirting it at my friends, and they hated it, but I did taste it, and it was fine. Not enough. I thought about gathering enough to, like, do something with it, but it
You're
wasn't, like.
crushing with the crepes. You're crushing with the sickos
I
today.
mean, I think it's interesting. Hold on, Fighting says, "I've had a small taste when my wife was breastfeeding, it was pretty sweet." See? See?
Yeah, that counts as a snack. We're on
All
theme.
right, guys, who else has tasted breast milk? Chime in now. Why don't you take a big gulp of your milk, Sam, right after that
Could
conversation?
you not? How are you not picking up on how gross you are?
Oh, Laura, thanks. You're a fucking legend. Sam, I don't care how gross I am, okay? I'm
Mhm.
I'm an adult and I'll be as gross as I goddamn want. Okay, speaking of gross, Skors Bars. So this
It's
is
just
actually
toffee.
I know. Well, it's not just toffee because it's covered in chocolate. Um,
Right, but there's no
but
other candy bar. It is you're assuming there's a chocolate layer.
well, actually I love toffee. Like that's like one of my fucking favorite things. That would be my like I love Heath bars and Heath bars are very similar. They're actually I mean, Hershey's owns them both now, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah,
They
they
but
own everything.
they didn't initially.
Mhm. Is
Scores bars were created to compete with Heath bars,
that
which
true?
makes sense.
I,
Yes.
it's very funny that people were like Heath. That's for children. We need a more adult Heath. We need Heath in a little tuxedo if we can get it.
I know. I mean, there's really no difference other than the thickness. That's the crazy part. Like
Mhm.
literally it's the same thing. It's just
Somehow a
like
score is superior. I don't know why. I think the flavor is better. I think it's like
yeah.
a Heath is like almost too granular. Like it's too sugary.
Yeah. Well, we can get into I actually think I know why that is, and we can get into that, but I want to play two truths and a lie
But real
first.
quick, I have to fart into the microphone for 10 minutes.
Oh my god. Actually, that would be so funny.
Hey guys, I did
I
Lindsay's fetish podcast. It was pretty good, but it didn't have a lot of structure.
Did you ever see the cake fart videos?
No,
What?
no.
Whoa, cake farts was E-Bomb's World legendary. It was this woman just farting on a chocolate cake. I always was like, God damn, that's a waste of
Was
cake.
inspiration for the podcast?
Yes, it was inspiration for the podcast. Actually, I wish I called this cake farts. That would have been such a better name.
Well, I mean, it get to your target flow faster.
Absolutely. Fuck. I'm gonna rename it
Imagine being
cake
the kind of
farts.
sweet person who's gotten here from Irene's YouTube page about like which Lunchables
I
she likes, and they're like,
know.
now the gross woman yells at me.
I know. I know. I always feel so bad because she's such a sweet, good person. And I'm just like, cake
It's
farts.
a powerful alliance. You guys are the exact opposites.
I know. It's pretty good. Although I'll say this behind closed doors, you better hear Irene.
She's
She
still very
is
nice.
just as nice. Yeah, exactly. Behind closed doors, when no one was looking, she helped a boy who fell off his bicycle. Want to know what I did? Sat on the picnic blanket. Literally, I sat and watched her help a boy up off of his bicycle and was like, "You okay?" Truly not
You're
not
just filming him
helpful.
and laughing.
I know, I was like,
This is content.
pussy.
This is good content.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop crying. um, okay, so two truths and a lie. Are you ready for this, Sam?
Oh, I don't have anything. I don't have anything prepped. Am I guessing for you?
Yeah, I'm giving you them.
I don't know. This is real freeform. I kind of feel like I'm kind of on my own.
Well,
I'm asking you the rules.
it was freeform, and now we're getting into the
Okay, we're into the
actual
meat.
structure.
Give me a
So,
rail to lean on.
all right, great. So, two truths and a lie. Ready? Here's the first group. 1. Skors contains high fructose corn syrup. 2. Skor means brittle in Swedish. 3. Skor means shoes in Swedish.
It can't be the shoes thing. That's the lie,
Okay.
right?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, actually, it means brittle and shoes. The only difference is if you put the umlaut, or what's it called?
Umlaut.
An umlaut. With the umlaut, it means brittle. Without it, it means shoes. So the lie was that
No
Skors
fructose
has
corn syrup?
no, no.
Got
Can
a
you
sicko food enthusiasm that gets you famous on YouTube.
Oh my god. Ew, Jones just said you would be a good co-host for this show.
Yeah.
And no.
You need a foil. You shouldn't be allowed to just roam. You need someone to constantly to
I mean, I
say
agree,
nature
but
to you.
nobody wanted to do it with me.
That is hard.
Nobody wanted to commit. The only other person who would have is and
Hey, do you want to do
but
my porn but not porn podcast?
yeah, exactly. I also you would do my porn podcast.
I can't believe
Okay,
I can't believe no local comedians wanted to barf into the microphone.
I mean, nobody wanted to do it with me. And that's why, again, the chat is here. I have to do it
The chat
live
is here. The
because
chat's bringing it. I'm proud of the chat.
I know I'm proud of it too. And you guys, the chat, the group chat. Okay, here's the next round. So you got that round wrong. Here is a possible redemption. Okay, 1. Skors were invented in the early 90s. 2. Skors are kosher. 3. Sam thinks I'm his best friend. Do you need me to repeat them?
Yeah, do it one more time.
Okay. 1. Skors were
Skors
invented
caused
in
divorce.
Skors were invented in the early 90s. 2. Skors are kosher. 3. Sam thinks I'm his best friend.
The lie is
Be careful if you want to win this round.
yeah, you've really trapped me into saying I think we're friends versus losing. And you know I hate to lose.
I'm so
I feel
proud
like
of myself.
I feel like Skors were invented in the 80s. I think that's a lie. I think that's the first I think A is a lie.
You got it. You
Yes.
got it. You won.
There you go.
But the unfortunate
Doesn't it
thing
feel
is
it feels like a very 80s candy bar. It feels like
is.
greed is good.
Yeah.
Skors, like, don't let your wife see that you have a Skor bar, or if you like pretend it's a cell phone, because then she'll know
Yeah.
you're cheating on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The other thing that I found out when doing research for this was part of why Skors probably tastes better is because for whatever reason it really does have much more natural or ingredients. Like
Mhm.
there's no palm oil or like any of the trash that they put in normal
Like
candy or
American
candy
chocolate
bars.
is like the reason that American chocolate's
Yeah,
bad or whatever. Yeah.
it's literally just it's like actually pretty basic, good, surprisingly good ingredients, which is
Yeah.
good.
It's good.
Um,
I remember it's a childhood snack because I remember after basketball practice, my dad would always like stop at a it would be like a reward because it'd be like I would go to like 2 hours of football practice and then like 2 hours of basketball practice, and my dad would be like,
yeah.
"Okay, now we are going home. We're gonna stop at a convenience store. What do you want?" And I would get like a Skor bar and a Mountain Dew, and just completely
Yes.
undo the entire 4 hours of exercise. That was always my go-to.
Oh, that's why it was childhood. Did you guys have candy in the house growing up?
We did until a point. My parents my parents are super super clean eaters now, and my sister's like a nutritionist and like
Right.
they're very intense about exercise and stuff. But that didn't happen until I was in high school. So like when I
Mm.
was a kid, we always had because my dad got like addicted to Mountain Dew to like help him study in grad school, so he drank Mountain Dew like
Stop.
forever. And yeah, my mom always got like Dr. Pepper and stuff because they're from Missouri, so they just were like, yeah, soda's water until they were like,
Yeah.
42 or whatever.
Right.
And so we had like that kind of, and we always had like chips and stuff, but not a ton of candy. I guess we weren't like a huge candy household.
You said your runner-ups though. You sent them to me. Cream
Yeah,
soda.
A&W cream soda. That's another my
Yeah.
dad thing is having to hang out at his office. They had like an A&W vending machine, which is why I
Oh.
brought an A&W root beer to the table.
That
But
makes sense.
yeah.
You know what's funny? Nick likes A&W root
And A&W
beer.
is apparently the best fast food in Canada. Apparently, it's like their In-N-Out, and it's like amazing.
They had one in Jersey. I
Yeah,
never went to
and
it.
I guess In-N-Out or A&W in the States is apparently not very good because it's still not the same ingredients or
Okay.
whatever. But there was one in Iowa, like where I grew up, it's like by my high school that lasted for like 5 years, and it was great. It was like top
Oh,
tier,
okay.
like perfect fast food was an A&W drive-through. I don't know why. Also, everyone that
I
worked there
never
went to my high school and committed crime. So
Yes. No. That part checks out. All of the places what I took for granted from growing up in like a rural area were all of the roadside
mhm.
like stands, like ice cream stands, like the way the old-fashioned burger places were. Like I assume that's how our A&W was. It wasn't like proper. It was like picnic tables outside, walk up
Mhm.
and order type thing. So,
Cream soda, really underrated soda to me. It's the only vanilla soda, and vanilla is
mm.
like such a prominent flavor. Why isn't it more sodas? You know what I mean?
You know what's so weird? I obviously love sweet
A&W
things. I
Fountain
don't
does rip. Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
So good.
I don't like cream soda. I don't know why. It's too sweet. I don't like it because if
But
I
you're
want
already there
something
with
that
soda. That's the thing. It's like you're already consuming as much sugar as
but I
possible. I
would
just feel like you
rather
should just fully
have
commit.
a root beer float
Sure. Yeah.
than have like because like and have the flavor come from that than burping into the mic is sick and everybody loves it and it's the talk of the town. You know
It's
what's
gonna be how
funny?
you make it's gonna be how you make money for
You
several
know
years. So
what
I'm excited for you.
what my manager said right before she dropped me?
Get an OnlyFans.
She's she said if you had burped more into the mic, I would have repped you longer. And I said, that makes sense. That honestly, that checks out. That checks out. But here we are.
Yeah.
And then the other one you sent me, I don't remember seeing this
Okay,
at
they
all.
don't sell them in California anymore. And
Okay.
it is a Doritos jalapeno like cracker sandwich. I
Okay.
don't know if the chat knows what I'm talking about, but it is I'm like
I'm gonna
extremely that's like the thing I want to eat all the time. And I have a weird thing where if I'm like I always eat something like spicy for breakfast. Like if I like my stomach's like off kilter, I'll eat like the hottest thing I can find, and they're genuinely spicy.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Here we go. I'm gonna share.
Yeah, those.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's like a great picture.
Yeah.
Um but
And
it's like
they're so cheap. Like when I had the least money in LA when they used to have them, I would like eat that for dinner, like on the way to an open mic and stuff.
interesting. I
Yeah,
never saw that, but those look so good.
they were great.
Um
Yeah, they're
they
fantastic.
look so good. Oh, Jones just said ban Sam. Harry B bad.
I'll burp into the
Thank you
mic, I
for
swear.
joining too. Yeah, burp into the mic quick. Chug your milk and then burp into the mic and then you will throw up. Hi, Sugar Bear. Okay.
Distracting.
I know, but how cute.
Every
Hey,
time you tell
Matt.
me a note that Nick has given you, it's right. That's what's very funny about Nick's notes is they're always 100% correct.
Okay, say hello, Shug. Oh my God. But can you believe that's the cutest sound I've ever heard in my life? Okay. Um, that's I those cheese crackers we've talked about before on the
On this.
version. Yeah, we've talked about the cheese. I think it was Gabby Lamb's episode. She talked about the cheese crackers with the stick that you spread the
Oh
cheese
yeah,
on.
that's white trash. That's very white trash food.
But the better
Not to be
one are
classist,
the
I also ate it. I'm not
yeah,
saying
no,
it's
no, 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 absolutely. But the better ones are hey Denny Random, thank you so much. It is the cutest sounds. I
no.
the better ones are the ones that taste like it has like the powdered cheese like in
Yeah,
spread
like a
form.
Keebler, I think.
Yeah, like where like the Ritz sandwiches.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
those got too processed. Those are like too far on the process spectrum though. The
No.
mini Ritzes almost cross into like a weird like uncanny valley for me. There's like a processed food uncanny valley where I like if it's too much then I can't do it. Like I hate like a cheese doodle or like a Cheeto because it's like it's so processed. But then if you pull back just a
What?
little, I'm really into it. I
That
don't
is
know. That's
so
the least
oh,
weird opinion you can have, I think.
that is not true. Cheetos are so good.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do them. I don't like an air
Okay,
puffed
well,
grain.
you're mentally ill. That's incredible.
You're mentally ill.
You're
Barf, barf.
mentally
Where's my
ill.
cat? I'm
After
my cat's
sharing
mom.
about being on antipsychotics.
Yeah.
I was on antipsychotics and I can say that you are
And
mentally ill.
it made me squirt my weird tit milk at people, and also my cat's gonna talk now. Anyway, Sam, you're insane.
I just want to circle back to how good Jug Juice is as a name. If you think I'm not going to tweet that later, you're so
Yeah, of
wrong.
course you're going to, because none of your tweets make any sense.
I know they don't. One time someone
Was
had
your
me
manager
read.
like, "Hey, I'll keep you as long as you keep tweeting like you got hit in the head"? That'll probably be good.
Like you got hit in the head. Oh my
Hey, Lindsay,
God.
keep tweeting like you were in a car accident and then no one helped you. You should do that'll keep you repped here at CAA.
I hate you. I mean, I wish it was CAA who dropped me. Okay.
Yeah, dropped by CAA is like a fun resume builder, at
It is
least.
a fun I did do a self tape recently where I was like, "Hi, I'm Lindsay. I live in Los Angeles, and my reps just dropped me." And I did send it in. Um, okay.
I would
So
absolutely cast you for a woman in a bathrobe whipping cats at the mailman. I think you'd
I
be
mean,
perfect.
I think it made an impact.
Sure,
Okay, so now we're gonna play 3 rounds of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Are you ready for this
let's do it.
one? Okay, so since having a couple people on, I have altered it, namely Hannah Einbinder and Sophia Cleary. I have
Hannah.
altered
Check out Hannah's multiple episodes of Fight Island. She's a great guest on my podcast.
or just
It's
watch
quite a
her
lot of
on
fun.
HBO Max. I mean, listen, don't watch her on HBO Max. Listen to her on our podcast. Lord, we need it more than she does.
She's more real.
Yeah. You get her raw. Okay, so ew. I'm sorry.
That's what grossed you out of everything you've said.
I know it's about somebody else. So, okay, so since having both of them on, we have now changed the game to fuck, marry, kill, poly partner. And
Get out. Sicko podcast. That's the sickest
oh,
thing so far.
dark secrete. Okay, I get that now. Dark secrete coming in with the Aunt Sheila energy. So much shade. My Aunt
Yeah,
Sheila
me.
threw a lot of shade last week. Yeah. Actually, Sam looks like my Aunt Sheila.
Sorry to Aunt Sheila.
No, no, sorry to Sam. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, enough, you animals. Okay, so fuck, marry, kill, poly partner. So you have 4 choices. You can fuck, marry, kill, and then your third is who you would share with your married partner.
Okay. I
Okay?
get it. Makes sense.
Great. So, here we go. Fuck, marry, kill. So we have a savory, a sweet, and a bonus round. So which one do
Okay.
you want to start with? Savory or
Savory.
sweet? Okay, savory. Fuck, marry, kill, savory. Number 1, we have pork rinds. 2, peanut butter crackers. 3, beef jerky. 4, cheese popcorn.
Kill cheese popcorn. Gross.
Wow. Now I knew you were gonna say that after you said you hated Cheetos.
And I hate just like a room temp popcorn, like a popcorn outside of like the movie theater. I'd hard pass.
You're so weird.
Just
Okay.
why? I'd rather have like chips or something. Like popcorn.
Yeah.
Like, who is like new? Like,
Did you say
like
nude?
neutral? No, I was gonna say like
Oh,
neutral, like room temp, especially like plain popcorn. It's like that's like the worst snack I can think of. It's like up there with like rice cakes and like, yeah, no thanks.
Have you ever had Cheetos popcorn?
Ew, no. Ugh. Sounds
Very
gross.
good.
Okay, that's my kill for sure.
Okay.
Fuck, I guess, fuck pork rinds. Because that's like the thing you shouldn't have the most of, but are probably the most enjoyable. So I feel like that's how I play fuck, marry, kill. Is the fuck thing is the thing that is bad for you, but you like.
Wait, so you think that pork rinds would be the most enjoyable?
I think I like pork rinds the most of those things, but I also like if you eat beef jerky over the same amount of time, it's probably less bad for you than pork rinds. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
That might not be true, but that feels correct.
No. That
beef
makes
jerky
sense.
is like sustainable. You can like make a meal out of it.
Yeah, I agree.
So fuck a pork rind and then marry a beef jerky and then poly with peanut butter crackers because you're not that into it, but it's like nice for some variety. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that would be your alternative.
The ideal third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because neither of you are jealous. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So now Joan says marry beef jerky, kill popcorn, fuck peanut butter cracker.
Yeah. They and I are very similar, I think.
Yes. Oh, Jones, what are your pronouns?
Didn't want to assume.
Yeah,
look
that was
at
a
me
good
being
one.
Another pure ally.
That was
classic Sam bringing it to the table with allyship. Lindsay's gone, and now this is my podcast snack time with me. Happened.
I have no idea what happened.
Now your sound is all weird too.
Is it?
Okay, you caught up.
Wait. Okay.
You're good. You're good now.
Okay. Great. Oh
yeah,
my
while
God.
you were gone, I burped super loud and then like did a little dance.
So weird. I have no idea what that was, but if you think I won't be talking to the manager of melonapp.com, you're so sorely
melonapp.com sounds like you tricked people in your class to going to in the computer lab.
Someone said that's
go to melons.com, dude. It's totally cool. It's about cantaloupe or whatever. And then you got suspended from the computer lab.
Go to jugjuice.com. Are you eating Doritos? What are you eating? Ooh, those are good. Mm-hmm. Those are really good.
I love a groove.
A groove? I love a groove too. So
that's my like adult snack is a groove.
Is a groove?
Like a groove and a regular Budweiser. That's like my go-to.
The Cheez-It chips are pretty good too.
They really are. There's like a ranch flavor that's like pretty fucked up and like very chemically, but I really like it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So circling back to Fuck, marry, kill. I'll give you my choices.
I'm a professional podcaster.
I would fuck the popcorn. Actually, I take that back. I take it back. I would kill pork rinds. I would marry beef jerky. I would fuck the peanut butter crackers, and I would poly partner with the popcorn.
The peanut butter cracker is such a boring fuck. That's like the most boring option.
No, it's actually not. It's like peanut butter is so good every now and then, but it gets caught in my chest.
Peanut butter is good. Peanut butter crackers butter is like the lowest level of peanut butter.
Do you ever eat it too fast and it gets caught in your chest?
I'm pretty old.
In your
like
esophagus? I eat it like what's that animal that eats too fast and dies? It like eats if it.
That's another sober thing for you, I think, is eating peanut butter too fast. You're like, ooh, an indulgence.
Ooh.
Thank you.
I just come. Okay,
Like
well,
you can come.
yeah.
I don't know what that means. Uh,
You doubting? And next on the podcast, no. Okay, so fuck, marry, kill. Let's do the sweet version.
do it.
Great. 1, we have Airheads. 2, pecan sandies. 3, pudding cups. And 4, Flintstones push pops. You want me to repeat?
Immediately kill Airheads. Hard pass.
What? Oh
Unsatisfying.
my
Sticks to your teeth.
God.
Hard to eat. No thanks.
What the
Uh,
actual fuck? Oh, I just remembered. It's like a dog. Dogs can't eat too fast or they
oh, that's what
or
your
they
behavior is like. You remembered. It's like dogs. What's that thing where your like red dick sticks out and fucking maniac. I think I would marry pudding cups. That's like a great dessert that I never think of. I love a pudding cup.
Whoa. You're
Yeah.
the fact that you call a pudding cup a dessert shows how Midwest you are.
Yeah, it's a what do
You
you think what do you think it is? A drink? What do you mean? It's of course it's a dessert. It's just
it's
sugar.
it's not it's what? It's like
It's a side? You're losing your mind.
yes.
It's classified as something. It's dessert.
Okay,
It's
I'll repeat them one more time. Airheads, pecan sandies, pudding cups, Flintstones push pops.
pecan sandies. Um fuck pecan sandies and then because I'm a cookie guy, I like a cookie.
I'm a
And
cookie
then
guy.
poly partner a push pop with the same reasoning I had before, which is like, this is fine. Honestly,
Interesting.
actually, it's a tough call though when I remember that the Flintstones push pop that I like, they do have a cherry option, and that shit rules.
They do?
Did you ever have a cherry Flintstones push pop? I think
No,
they
I only
maybe
had the
don't have it anymore,
orange.
but I had it as a kid, and it was great.
Uh, wait, did you see?
That's very
Okay,
funny. Thank you to the
dark
chat.
secrete. Sam, this is just between us. Lindsay thinks pudding cake is frosting. How fucking dare you? Have you ever watched any of my YouTube videos? I know what frosting is.
My
And it goes
relationship to the food is very confusing. Whether or not I know what it is or if it wronged me for some reason.
I know what frosting is. I keep it under my bed hidden so no one knows when I eat it in the middle of the night. Okay, so Joan says fuck Sandy, Mary push pop. Ooh, Mary push pop. I like that. That's interesting. Polly the Airheads. Oh my god, Jones. I says Polly the Airheads because it's fun to be dangerous together. Fuck Sandy because she's heavy. Okay, sir. Likes a heavy, a
I
heavy
respect Jones. I
lady.
think I think they and I could snack.
They and I. Enough. Um, enough. I don't know why I
It's
said
crazy how
that.
you're it's wild how you're a bad person. Not crazy.
I am a bad person. Push pops do keep you cool in the summer. I mean, I'm killing the pudding cup right out the fucking gate. That's not even a debate. The pudding cup is in the absolute trash. Killing it, done, goodbye. It's hard for me to figure out who I'm gonna marry in this scenario. I love Airheads. I It's like one of the best
Trash
kinds of
candy, bottom tier.
candy. It's so good. I don't really care about pecan sandies. So I think that like that's what's hard. But a cookie is like solid. You know what? I think I would marry the Airheads and I would
You're
fuck a
choosing
push
chaos.
I would fuck the push pops and I would poly the pecan sandies because you can't have pure sugar without like a little bit of something to offset it.
Mhm.
But I feel confident marrying Airheads.
And an insane choice.
It's not though.
Mary is the thing that you could have every day. You could have Airheads every day.
Yes.
Wild.
You don't have to fuck Airheads every day though.
but I think you have it every day. I think that's the
You have to
implication with
see it. You
marriage
have
and
to
a snack.
see it. No, you have to see it
Seeing it
every
is
day.
no burden. Eating it is the thing. You're not like, what thing am I seeing? You know how I eat snacks with my eyes? What is wrong with you?
Fuck. Oh my god. Just changing up the rules.
Maniac.
Okay. I mean, some of
All right,
your
mystery thing. Let's do it.
what, the bonus?
Bonus round.
Yeah, bonus round. All right, ready? Rice pudding, wasabi peas, a candy cane, and peanut butter pretzel pockets. I got you.
I mean, Mary peanut butter pretzel. That's the most up there thing for me. Kill. What's the first thing you said?
Okay, I'll read them one more time. Rice pudding, wasabi
Yeah, kill
peas.
rice pudding. Get out of here, rice pudding. Hard
Okay,
pass.
wasabi peas, a candy cane, and peanut butter pretzel pockets.
Fuck candy cane. No, fuck wasabi peas, candy cane, poly partner. Because you got the peanut butter pretzels. That's like a normal savory salty thing, and then your weird third is a candy cane. It's sweet, and then if you want to get spicy every once in a while, get those wasabi peas. I feel like
When
that's
was the
pretty
last time you
straightforward.
had wasabi peas? Jones would also fuck wasabi peas and marry peanut butter pretzels.
Wasabi peas are fine.
You know, I just haven't had them. You know, my dad used to love them, and now he's dead. So
They killed him.
So I'm just saying, not saying that God will smite you, but
But I think I know what you're going to pick for this round. You're going to kill them for revenge. That'll be great.
exactly. No, I think I have to kill rice pudding because I've just never
Rice pudding's awful.
understood.
Get out of
I've
here.
never
We have regular pudding.
understood it. Yeah. So okay, so I would kill rice pudding. You know, I fuck. I mean, I kind of have to go with the same. This I kind of fucked myself with this. Because maybe I don't want to kill rice pudding. Maybe I want to kill wasabi peas. You know what? I want to kill wasabi peas. And I would like to marry peanut butter pretzel pockets. And I would like to fuck a candy cane. And I would like to poly partner. No. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to kill wasabi peas. I'm
Rice
going to
pudding
marry.
feels like the number one dessert with people who are poly. Doesn't that feel right?
I think I'm going to fuck rice pudding.
Ugh.
Because it's like a little bit gross, which I like for like a every now and
Kind of your
then.
deal. Yeah.
That's kind of my deal. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're gonna fuck, if you're gonna
I
have
can't
a
believe
fuck,
this coming from the sicko podcast lady.
Fight Island, I don't see Dana White here. Who's Dana White?
The head of UFC. That's not a very Lindsay centric joke.
Oh,
They're gonna miss with their target. Lindsay knows like 5 things, and they're all about baking.
Yeah, I was like Dana White. Interesting. I don't know who that.
What
cake
show do they
is.
run? Can I email them?
Yeah, hello.
Who reps them? How do they get that?
Fuck a candy cane. Me fucking a candy cane. I fucked worse. Okay, that's not funny. But I would fuck rice pudding because it's kind of disgusting and doesn't make sense. And that is in my track record.
Sure.
So that
all tracks.
Yeah, so that actually tracks. And I would have to poly partner with a candy cane because you need to have like pure sugar to offset the pretzel and peanut butter.
Mhm.
That works. I think that makes
Solid.
perfect sense.
I think your reasoning is solid.
Okay. All right. So we didn't agree on any of them, but at the same time, we did, come to an understanding.
Yeah.
So, well, Sam, it's been really great. Oh my God. Someone just said, fuck, marry, kill, oyster, clam, mussel. I would fuck all those, baby. Fuck, marry, kill, oyster, clam, mussel. I would fuck the shit out of that clam, and I would marry the oyster, and I would kill the mussel, even though I'm probably gonna
Marry
get
mussel, fuck oyster, kill clam.
Have you never had a good clam thing?
I have, but like by itself, I'd much rather have like an oyster shooter or like a.
Listen, Jug Juice, I've had enough of your hogwash. You've been a great guest on this podcast.
Let
but
me
if
on
you
your
think
let me on your NS not safe for work podcast. Jug Juice hogwash.
Jug Juice cake farts. Okay, let's take a vote. Everybody, vote 5 stars on this podcast if you want me to. Everybody, comment on my YouTube if you want me to rename this podcast "Cake Farts." Okay. Okay. All right. Well, now I'm really thinking about it. Okay, I'm not thinking about it enough. Anyway,
Do you want me to help you find your place? It was so fun to have you. I guess I thought it was fine.
no, it was fun to have you. You were great. I love it.
Sarcastic.
Excellent. I'm so excited to have
Say it like you
you.
mean it, you psycho.
I do. I really do mean it. I really mean it, Sam. I love you, and I can't wait to see you. And okay, so tell everybody where they can find you, even though I'm gonna post it once I post the podcast and up on the YouTube.
You can find me at Vote Sam Wiles on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter. That's where I post stuff I'm involved in. And I have a comedy album out that I recorded the day before the pandemic started. And so it's all
really good.
If you want a little time capsule of life right before lockdown, that's what that album is. I recorded in front of like 12 people because half the tickets canceled because they got sick. And I didn't quite know about it yet, and so because I was in Iowa and I was like, oh, this is fine. It's just everyone has the flu or whatever. So anyway, I regret that. And listen to the album; it's fun. And yeah, I don't do any of that material in my stand-up anymore. So, and I have a podcast called Fight Island, which
yes, you do.
Is very fun. And we've had people that Lindsay's had on here, Hannah Einbinder, a lot of fun guests. Lindsay's done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the premise is we just talk about which things would win in a fight. So it's just very stupid.
It's a really good podcast, and they have a Patreon also, so check that out. Okay, well, Sam, thanks so much.
Thanks for
look out
me.
for
This
that
was very
tweet.
fun.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Everybody look out for that tweet about Jug Juice. Retweet it and like. Okay,
Lindsay,
thank you guys. Thank you for being in the chat. Oh, we love you.
Thanks,
I
chat.
really appreciate it. And have a good night.